What is a little trick you can do with your fishing line? This is a good one. What's a little trick you can do with your fishing line when you're topwater fishing? It'll help you work your topwater baits easier and better. Good morning, guys and girls. December 7. If I remember correctly, this is Pearl Harbor Day. December 7, 1941. Pearl Harbor was attacked by the Japanese. It's a day to be remembered here in America forever, forever. It's one of those days that certainly they don't want to cancel out. Over 2,400 Americans lost their lives that day. 2,400. Obviously started a world war, and many, many more people was killed. My uncle that I was named after, Jimmy, fought in that war. My dad fought in that war. Another uncle fought in that war. And all of them made it out, but my Uncle Jimmy was missing in action, and he did some of the really bad stuff, some of the famous battles, landing, and he was shot multiple times, and he was missing in action actually when I was born, and they named me after my Uncle Jimmy, as a matter of fact. So that's kind of a neat deal talking about Pearl Harbor Day. But this is a day that you might go out of your way to thank somebody that's served in our military or somebody that's serving right now. While you're at it, you might also thank somebody that's wearing a police uniform that's serving in this country. So many people serving, so many people serving. This is a time of the year where all of us get to serve. A lot of people that maybe are not quite as fortunate, but this is a great time of the year to thank our police officers, thank our doctors, thank our nurses, thank our healthcare workers, thank our military people for sure. 80 years ago, I guess, I just happened to think of 41 to 21. I guess it'd be 80 years, right? 80 years ago today, 2,400 Americans lost their lives at Pearl Harbor. All right, December 7, we're going to be looking at Isaiah 59:1. Surely the Lord's power is enough to save you. He can hear you when you ask him for help. Oh, wow, that is cool, isn't it? Surely the Lord's power is enough to save you. He can hear you when you ask him for help. We trust completely in God's ability to take us to heaven, to save us from hell, and to give us eternal life with him. That's what being a Christian, that's what being a believer is all about right there. We're trusting completely in God's ability. He has the power to take us to heaven, to save us from hell, and to give us eternal life with him. But how much does he care about our problems with our boss? How about problems with our money? How about our friends? Is God really concerned when we have a spat with our spouse or get wronged in a business deal? Absolutely, you bet he is. He is concerned about every little thing that happens in your life every single day. God tells us that we can be trusted with just a little. He'll trust us with a lot. We can certainly trust him with everything. No matter how big or how small, we can trust God with it. Whatever our needs, our God will always listen. When no one else seems to care, God does. When we are frustrated, God will encourage us. No one, absolutely no one, cares more about us than the God who made us. How can we know just by that statement there that he loves us? He created us, you and me, in his own image. We are made in the image of God. That's how much he loves us. And this is not just God. This is the God that spoke the world into existence. The God that flung the stars into the sky. The God that created you and me. He loves us. He loves us. Here's our tip for today. I told you this would be a good one. On topwater lures, you can coat the last foot or so of line right before you tie on. When you tie onto your lure, coat the last foot or so of line with fly line dressing. That's right, fly line dressing. I know a lot of you are fly fishermen, and what you'll do is you'll cause that last foot or so to float a little bit better instead of hanging down in the water. as you're trying to work your topwater baits, it floats up on top of the water and allow you to work your topwater baits better. That little bit extra action, a little bit easier. If maybe you can't walk a topwater bait really, really good, maybe you can't pop a popping bug really, really good, having that last foot or so floating will allow you to do that easier. The better you do it, the more bites you're going to get, the more fish you're going to catch. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today, and remember to say something good to a military personnel on Pearl Harbor Day, celebrating an infamous day in America, December 7, 1941. Guys and girls, have you a great one, and remember,